Hi there, I'm Jared with Seller Shield. Let's take a look at how easy it is for agents to use our disclosure platform. First, let's take a look at the agent experience of sending an invite to a seller client. You'll start by entering your email address, name, license ID, and by creating a password. Then you'll land on your agent dashboard where you'll see a button that says Invite Seller. You'll be prompted to enter the property information and the seller's information. I'll just type in some test info here so we can test this out and see how it works. If you have a second seller that needs to sign, you can hit this Add Seller button down at the bottom. Once we get their email in here, we can then select the available forms we want to be sent to our seller. On the next screen, you have the option to purchase our home sale legal protection for your seller. This is always optional, but for now, we can just click No Protection to move on. And once we hit Submit, that's really it. We'll take it from here and we'll walk your seller through their disclosure. This Go to Dashboard button will take us back to the main screen where you'll see your transactions and can check on their progress. You can even send your seller a reminder to finish their disclosure or add the legal protection leading up to the day of close. Now let's take a look at what your seller will experience. When your seller opens the invite from their email, they'll start out by confirming the property info and other details that you entered. Then they'll create their own password so they can return anytime to edit or review their disclosure. Then they'll land on their own dashboard, just like yours, where they'll be prompted to begin the disclosure process. Before they begin filling out the form, they'll see 3 slides which convey 3 very important facts to them. 1, the disclosure is a legal document. 2, mistakes on the disclosure are the #1 cause of home sale lawsuits. And 3, even with accurate disclosure, problems can still come up. To continue, they'll need to check this box that confirms that they understand the risks and responsibilities that come with disclosing. This system is great for your compliance. Once they acknowledge these facts, they'll be presented with the opportunity to purchase home sale legal protection. They can choose 2-year or 4 years of protection, or choose no protection to move on. Now let's jump into the form and see what it looks like. As we get into the form, I'll show you some tools we have to help guide your seller. The first is a video that educates them about disclosures and does a great job at explaining a lot of the nuance and gets them in the right mindset to complete their disclosure. Next, we have this legal tip sheet that has even more information about disclosures to guide them. As we start to populate the form with responses, you can see how our system helps guide your clients. Here you can see how it won't let them provide conflicting information and shows them definitions for uncommon terms and warnings on some questions, letting them know that this is a topic that commonly leads to lawsuits. We also feature expandable fields, and it simply won't let them continue if they're missing any responses or missing signatures. This means that you can be confident that the disclosure is 100% complete when it shows up in your inbox. So this system helps reduce agent liability in 3 ways. 1, it proves you did not complete their disclosure. 2, you have proof that they checked the box to acknowledge the risks. And 3, you have proof that you gave them the option to protect themselves with home sale legal protection.